Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Pilates people from around the world. We had somebody in Tuscany on Monday. Okay, so it's 9:15. We're going to start the session, the Pilates session now. So the plan was squats at the bar and hip mobility. But we will start off in supine. So that's lying down on your back and just loosen the back with some bridges. We're going to come up into standing, work through my little squat series, and then come and do a little bit of hip mobility back in supine. So I will be moving the camera around to adjust accordingly. Now, what we need for the session, I've got a selection of things here. You don't need any of them. All you need is your internet connection. But I've got a pillow, a block pillow, and a small crescent pillow, half moon pillow. I like that one. And some leg weights, these lovely Bala leg weights, they're 1/2 kilo. I tend to use them for some of the extended leg postures. You don't have to, you don't need to. I particularly like those ones. But I've put those down there out the way. Let's start off in supine, lying down on your back. So I always start with bridges when I do my session, just because I think it's a really nice way of getting the back moving. Some people who are out there in the ether would have come to lots of my studio classes, and some you may have never met me in person. Let's start off at the beginning, working on alignment and posture. So rib cage in line with pelvis, lift up your toes, spread your toes, replace down. Imagine that you're lying on train tracks there. The train tracks are going through your shoulders, through the hips, down through the femurs into your feet. Inhale, exhale, relax down. And then from here, take the heel of the hand and place that right down onto your hip bones, your thumb on your navel, and press the spine into the mat, so tilting forwards and back. The Thursday session never seems to have the same amount of chaos on a Thursday morning as there is on a Monday morning. I don't know why that is. Imprint, lift up, all the way up into the bridge and lower back down. Now, you can have your hands down here if you like, or you can have your hands here on your pelvis. I quite like having the hands on the hips or on the pelvis because I think it helps you to feel what's going on. Imprint, peel up. So for those of you who know me will know that I start every session with bridges, whether it be a studio class, whether it be a one-to-one, whether it be an online class, whether it be an advanced class, whether it be the most basic level of clinical Pilates. And that is because I just think it helps you mentally to get lined up, to get into this lovely posture, to start thinking about moving the spine, peeling up and lowering back down. Good. Just do a couple more. Now, for those of you, again, who know me well, will know that I don't dictate. I merely guide. I'm here as a prompt. If you need to stop and have a loosen, that's up to you. You can do that if you need to. You can do knees in towards the chest and go feet back to the floor, drop over to the right, and then over towards the left. Unlock everything. This feels good today. I did quite a decent hill walk yesterday and Tuesday, actually. Yeah, my back feels it now. I'm going to do 10 more. Imprint, lift up, exhale, lower down. Now, you might want to add in some overhead arms. We take the hands up above the head, release the spine, down, 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 hands back down again. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, release down, release down, release down. Good. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, release down, release down, release down. One more, peel up. And exhale, release, release, release. Hug your knees in towards your chest and stretch. Really nice. Now, some of you, again, may know me well and probably will know this will be written on my gravestone. Muscles are like plasticine paint. When you get them out of the cupboard or putty, they're cold and hard. Once we start to warm up and we generate heat from movement, we loosen, the muscles can lengthen more. And we're opening up into the joints, but we need the warm up. We need a slow, steady warm up. Okay, so from here, What we're going to do is a little hip opening exercise in supine. I'm going to talk you through this one. You may have done it before. We're going to do toe taps, but with the leg in glute stretch position. So feel free to carry on. If not, the toe tap, the knee is bent, lift up and lower, lift up and lower. Okay, so the work is coming from the hip. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place this right ankle on the left thigh. Can you see there? So my hip is open. We're in a glute stretch position. Now from here, we're going to do the toe tap with the hip, with the ankle on the thigh. You might like to take your hand and just add a little bit of resistance there. So we're really opening up into that hip. My lower back always feels lovely after I've done this stretch. So again, gentle. So go 10, recruit the abs there, really draw in. This is a harder exercise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then unlock the legs, other side. We're going to go, I'm now left ankle on my right thigh, my left hand is on my hip, come up and down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, whew, last one, very good. Flop, relax down. So unlock the lower back. So any of you guys who want a bit of inspiration, I should say, on Monday, I'm going to roll up. We're coming up to standing now. On Monday, this lovely lady skipped into my clinic. Just going to move the camera now, so I'm just moving this up here, and we're going to work through our lovely squats at the bar. You don't need a bar, you can use the mantelpiece if you like. I'm going to come here, let's come, perfect, great, okay. Come into standing, and I'll finish telling you the story. This lovely lady skipped into the clinic, let's say. She was very upright, very tall, exactly how we want to be. Rib cage, over pelvis, over feet. Spread the toes, relax the toes. We'll just start working up into a calf raise. She'd come in because she bumped a hip. And I said, how old are you? When I looked at her date of birth, and she was 87. And I said, what is your secret to looking? I mean, she looked amazing for 87. She was sharp as anything. And she said, well, Esther, I've done 25 years of Pilates. And I thought, gosh, that is amazing. And she had a dog, which she walked as well. But she said, yes, the Pilates keeps her really strong. So I thought, 87, if she's done 25 years, she didn't start until she was 60. So there's hope for all of us. I was thoroughly impressed. I don't think she knew I taught, actually. I think she just said, she was just telling me about it. Okay, keep lifting up and lowering down. Lift up onto the toes and lower back down. Now think about the heels pushing you up so you're nice and strong. Good. Lift up and lower down. Okay. Now what we're going to do is sink down into the heels, and we're going to do a ski squat. So feet in parallel here, nice and open through the rib cage, and drop down and up, down and up. Okay. So the bottom goes out behind. Really open through the rib cage. 9, 8. So sometimes I do this with my hands in my jeans pockets there, because that's going to help you really feel those glute muscles as you squeeze up. We're going to do 3 more, 2 more. Okay, now on the last one, hold it here. So the bottom sticking out behind, the spine is an extension. Okay, so from here, you can hold on to your mantelpiece or your sofa. Now draw the spine into flexion and extension, flexion and extension. From the ski squat, I'm going to hold on to my bar because I'm feeling a little bit unstable with this. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Lovely, perfect. Come back up to standing. Just walk it out a little bit. Now we're going to combine those 2 exercises. And this is great even if I do say so myself, for really developing strength in the muscles here. Drop the weight back into the heels, lift, and then we're going to go down into ski squat, up into calf raise, down into ski squat, up into calf raise, length through the body, up into calf raise, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, drop down, drop down, drop down, and hold, flexion through the spine, release, 8, release, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep going, 2, last one, come up to standing, have a little loosen out. We've got one more set of those to do, and then we're going to do some balance. So again, lift the toes, spread the toes, drop down, and come 10, 9, 8. So the lower you go, the harder you work, but don't compromise your alignment and your stability. We're not doing plyometrics, we're not in the gym, we're doing Pilates. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, very good. Loosen it off, loosen it off. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to pull my trousers up. We're going to work on balance. So feet hip width apart, drop the heels down. You can have something to hold on if you want to. Feel like the rib cage is lifting up, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. I'm going to put one hand on my hip, and the reason for that is I'm just going to slip. I'm going to come a bit closer to show you this. I'm going to slip that finger just onto the inside of my jean pocket there, or where it would be, so I can feel that muscle working. Yeah, and we're going to lift up and lower down. So one leg, hip flexion, the other leg stabilizing. You can have one hand to hold on, or both hands on the hips. And then come 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, and on the last one, hold it up here, okay? Hold on if you need to something, and we're going to do a single leg dip here, 9. So supporting leg now bends, 8. Keep the pelvis level, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, drop down, okay. And then from here, drop the heels down, lift the rib cage, lift and lower, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, dip down and up, 10, 9, 8, grow tall, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, wonderful. Flop down there. I ran out of steam. Good. Okay. Just walk it out here. Walk it out. Loosen, loosen, loosen. Very good. Okay. What we're going to do now is a little bit of flexion, lumbar flexion in standing, and we're going to come down into a split kneel. So in standing here, start off nice and tall. Pull my jumper down. Inhale. And then exhale, I'm looking for flexion through the lumbar spine. Now, sometimes in yoga, what we do is do a standing hip hinge. That's not bad, but for this exercise, I want flexion. Flexion, loosening, lengthening through the back, softening. You can bend the knees if you want to. Roll back, restack the spine. Inhale. I believed when I came up here this morning it was cold, and I'm boiling. We haven't had the heating on. We're not allowed the heating on yet. Roll back. I think it's going to be cold at the weekend, I saw maybe. And then restack. And I don't know if you're anywhere near Devon, but goodness me, has it rained. The surface water is phenomenal. Roll down. Roll down. Roll up. Roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Roll down. Roll down. Roll up. Roll up. Now, in your own time, we're going to come down to a split kneel. So from here, you can roll down into cat. I'm going to move that back to there. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Good. Okay. So we're going to come down into a split kneel. And then from here, in this split kneel position, we're going to mobilize the hell and stretch the hell out of these muscles. So I've still got my bar here to hold on to. So we're going to come forwards and back into a split kneel. And this is really stretching and lengthening through the front of the hip flexor. Now, we've done quite a lot of squats. Hopefully you're feeling warmer. I certainly am. And then when we're warm, we can really stretch the muscle forwards and back, straighten the front leg. Now, if you're feeling brave, you can walk that front foot forward. When we're stretching, we don't stretch into pain. We just allow the muscles to lengthen. At the moment, we're mobilizing because we're not holding. But now we're going to come forward and drop into it. Place your hands on your front leg. Lift up. Inhale. So we're having a stretch all the way from the bottom of the thigh, all the way into the hip, through the rib cage. Now, if you want to, you can reach around and hold onto that back leg. So hips are still square on if you can. Breathe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And now straighten the front leg and come into a forward bend. So you're really stretching through the front of the hip, the front, back, hamstring, brain. Come on. Wonderful. And now, if you're feeling really brave, you can hold it up here. Take the hands up above the head and add in a little rotation, 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 rotation. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, lean to the front, stretch the inner thigh, flex the foot forward, have a little rotation there, a little loosen. Good, okay, and then we're going to swap it over and do the same in the other direction. So the split kneel with the mobilization. Lift the rib cage. Gosh, getting a bit hunched there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lean into it and come. Hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the front leg, lengthen through the hamstrings, hips are still level. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you feel brave, you can come a little bit deeper into the split kneel rotation. Just to finish off rotation, loosen up the thoracic spine. 3, 2, 1, and then lean forward and stretch into the inner thigh. So I would think you would agree with me that has been a good mobilization of the hips. Squats for building strength and generating heat, and then split kneeling, really lengthening those muscles. Wonderful. Okay, well, that's me done. That's our 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that. Do let me know what you think. You can leave a comment. You can feedback to me in our WhatsApp group. You can send me an email, or you can actually speak to me in the class. Good. I'll see you next time. See you on Monday. Bye.